Heartbreaking part. Last year alone, in 2021, the USDA killed 26,000 Canada geese. 26,000. It isn't just Foster City where a group of citizens are defending wildlife against the government. I am part of the National Goose Protection Coalition, a subgroup of indefensive animals. Keyword national. This is a national problem. Last year alone, the USDA killed 26,000 geese. You can fact check this because it's on USDA's website. And that's just the USDA. Because we know that Foster City was about to contract a private company called Wildlife Innovations Incorporated out of Lakeside. I used to work in Lakeside. Lakeside down in San Diego County. So the USDA killed 26,000, and there's private companies that can also come out for depredation purposes. This is a problem. This is a nationwide problem. This is happening everywhere. In fact, I'm about to tell you where. It's not only, by the way, let me mention this. It's not only geese that are victims of Karens complaining about poop on the sidewalk. In Louisiana, my friend Lee worked with the city to save hundreds of Muscovy ducks. So far this year alone, 90 geese were killed in Shawnee County, Kansas. An unknown number were killed in the town of Carmel, New York. A few geese every year are killed in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. Bellefonte, Pennsylvania also killed 22 ducks in April. In New Jersey, and I couldn't get the city's name, but it's Googleable. In New Jersey, who constantly deals with this, that's why Animal Protection League of New Jersey is so important, because
Thank you for joining, guys.
They know how to do this. They know how to control geese populating on public areas. They've dealt with this so many times. Doreen Frega has met with Parks and Rec. She's met with Frank Fanera, Derek Schweigart, the new city manager, Stephen Chatwin. She's met with them all saying, this is how you fix this. All they say is, well, we're just listening to the boss.
Thank you for joining here in Foster City.
Right now, as we speak, in Tuxedo Park, New York, City Council is talking about exactly this. There's too many geese, they poop all over, we're getting citizen complaints, there's poop in the water, E. coli, which doesn't get anybody sick. Somebody fact check that because it's true. Tuxedo Park is debating literally the exact same thing that Foster City is. And guess what? The exact same thing is happening in Tuxedo Park. There's a group of citizens who care about wildlife, and they're stepping up to City Council. They're not going to let this happen. And they rallied up the troops. I called into City Council, and it's fun. My new favorite thing is calling into City Councils and telling them it's kind of ridiculous that you want to kill a bunch of animals, and for what? There's other places like Garden City in South Carolina where it gets even more crazy, more brutal. So in South Carolina, my friend Maria and Michelle, Maria has Asperger's, and she loves geese. Like, a lot. It's adorable. But she'll do anything for them. Geese tend to walk onto the streets, and the community there is very aggressive. They've run them over. In fact, my friend, can I say her name? My friend Mike called me one time and told me that he watched someone here in Foster City, right there on Foster City Boulevard, run over a goose and kill him. He took that goose, who was at the time just severely injured, he took that goose to the Humane Society in Palo Alto. I forget the name of it. Thomas. That goose was run over deliberately, and the reason that we know that is because when you see an animal in the middle of the road, you slow down, right? If you don't see the animal and you run it over, it was an accident. But if you see an animal in the middle of the road and you accelerate, that is deliberately killing an animal. And that happened right there. And that's also happening in South Carolina right now. This is not only a problem on the government level, but call people out when they're being abusive to animals. I think it's really important. I'm right now trying to call out, and I'm about to change subjects real quick, but it's important. I have been calling out men who say inappropriate things to women because they think that it's funny or macho or just whatever. But I feel it's my responsibility to call out my fellow man and say that that is not okay anymore. You're making women uncomfortable by saying inappropriate things. So I think it's my duty to tell my fellow man, hey, we don't say that anymore.
Thank you, Eric.
Same thing.
Thank you.
Same thing for animals. If Mike saw somebody deliberately run over a goose, he helped the goose. Took them to the vet to get care. They ended up passing away, unfortunately. But I bet if he could, he'd tell that driver, that was messed up. We need to do this everywhere. So if you see someone being cruel, if you see somebody neglecting an animal, if you hear a dog barking all night who's outdoors, just call authorities. So that's kind of it. This is nationwide. I'm part of the National Goose Protection Coalition. We exist for a reason, because depredation permits are not granted to just Foster City. Like I mentioned, Shawnee County, Kansas, the town of Carmel, New York, Belafonte, Pennsylvania, Garden City, South Carolina, Lake Tahoe, a long time ago though. Las Vegas is killing Muscogee ducks. There's a place in Tennessee, Maine, the state of Maine just killed like 60 geese. And like I said, on USDA's website, they killed 26,000 geese in 1 year alone. So thank you everybody for coming to Foster City, but hey, this is everywhere. Tuxedo Park, New York is next. Their next city council meeting, I believe, is September 6th. Call into their city council meeting. They are very swayable. They didn't know that there was things like riparian buffers. They didn't know that there was things that could solve their goose problem humanely without anybody dying. So they didn't know that that existed until we called. We called Tuxedo Park and we said, hey, hold on. You don't gotta kill geese because there's poop on the floor. There's ways to do this, riparian buffers, fences, or just pick it up. Like, how much money do you put into Parks and Rec? I mean, I know the number. I'm not going to say it, but you can find this information on fostercity.org. The annual budget is right there. It says all the numbers. They are putting tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars into Parks and Rec for the lights and the lawns and the clean up the poop then. If it's really such a problem, which I understand, nobody wants to step on poop. Do you guys really think I want to step on poop? I try to keep things clean. Anyways, pick it up, okay? There's people out there that are willing to do it without cost. Like I said, geesedefender@gmail.com. I'm willing to rally all my people and we will clean up your parks.
Yes.
Honestly. Email me, Miyuki will come out, Carla will come out, Mike will come out, Phyllis, all my people. I love you all. Hi, Allie. Where's Tonya? She might be busy. But there's ways to do this without killing animals, Foster City. If you won't admit that you're not going to do this, then just quietly put it on the back burner and never mention it again. And Stacy Jimenez,
thank you, Beck,
who's running for city council, she told me right there in May that we're only going to kill.
Yes, we will clean up all the poop together.
She told me that May 2022. But on the application, which is right here, if anybody wants to read, it clearly says 100. Stacy, why'd you say that? She's running for city council. And I know we're not here to villainize people. David, don't listen. Stacy Jimenez needs to not get into city council, okay? The elections are in November. And if you live here, you can choose who you want. Stacy Jimenez is anti-geese. Mayor Risha Awatsi, anti-geese. She's up for re-election. I'm sorry, David, I know we're not here to villainize people. Big thank you for David Canepa for coming out. Canepa, I love you. Patrick Sullivan, who had to go, thank you so much. Woo! Mr. Melcher, Brett Turner, I appreciate you guys more than you know. Everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for caring about geese. I will see y'all next time, and I love you.
Thank you, guys. Woo! Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody have questions, though? It doesn't have to stop. Questions, concerns, comments? No.
All right, hi.
Hi
Shout
everybody.
out, everyone who was at
Not
Herman's
sure
house
who
last
all,
time.
Beck,
That
if you're
was,
still here.
that
Thank
was
everybody
awesome.
for joining this
And I
live
love the
in
callback.
Foster
I was
City.
like,
If
"You
you want to
lied
do
to the
something
mayor.
about this, you can contact the Foster City City Council members and let them know that you do not support their,
No, we're not going to Herman's. I do have an
they're
idea.
killing
though.
these geese.
We do go to anybody's
If you
house.
missed out on the information,
Listen,
in Foster City,
Mr. Gahani, thank you
they
for coming. I
are
appreciate you. That means
choosing
a lot.
to
Maybe I won't
kill
forget.
about 100 geese out of a
questions,
larger
concerns,
population.
comments?
So it's not like they're killing all the geese, thank goodness, but hopefully we can get them to not kill any of the geese because it just doesn't make any sense. Logically, fiscally, it doesn't make any sense to do this. There are geese everywhere. There are seagulls, there are ducks, there are all manner of waterfowl that migrate, they come, they go, and using $100,000 of city money, they were using taxpayer money to spend about $1,000, almost $1,000 per goose to kill those geese. For what? For them just to come back? It's crazy to think that they are doing
You guys
this.
do
So we want
that. You
people
guys
to
changed the
show up to
federal
these
government. Be
protests,
proud.
to speak up, be loud,
Wildlife
and be
Innovation had a
proud.
contract.
Call
They
Foster
canceled it
City
too
City
for
Council.
unknown reasons.
Let them know that you
I
do
called
not
them
approve of their killing these
I
geese.
called them and I
Let me get
asked,
back to Eric and then
if they're
I'll
coming.
finish up.
They
If
said
anybody
no.
has any
Talk to-
questions, let me know in the
talk to
comments.
the council.
Thank you.
Anyways, yeah, so they won't be coming. Another private company was going to come, but we're out of the window. So geese, they're not molting anymore. They can fly. So even if anybody comes to try to round them up, they'll just fly away. And if they don't know that they're coming, then I'll be there. And I'll make sure that they fly away.
We'll be there, right?
Woo!
Direct action, everybody. But also another thing that we do know is that there are attorneys looking into this. I have a statement. I'm going to try to recall it from memory. There are people looking into this from a legal perspective, seeing if whether or not Foster City overstepped authority regarding California law. If they were to proceed, it would be against the law because they did not do proper analysis according to SECA. So we have attorneys looking into this, and that's all I can say. To be continued. Hopefully we'll find out more information next week.
Thank you, Eric.
So there's no date, there's no plans for any geese here to be killed at the moment. And not if I have anything to do with it.
Woo! Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
There are 5 candidates running for the city council. Do you know each candidate's position on Geese?
I do. Yes, so Councilmember Patrick Sullivan, I love you. Councilmember Patrick Sullivan abstained. He is very pro-geese. He was willing to show up to this rally. Mayor Risha Wasi, Hindi, Councilmember Hindi, Councilmember Gahani, and Councilmember and Vice Mayor John Fruman voted yay. They voted yes to.
No, I'm asking about the people who are running for the city council, the candidates.
Good question. David Melcher, are you still here?
Yeah.
Man, you're good. I should have asked him on the spot, on camera. Damn. Well, he did show up here and he did say, don't kill the animals. Would he? Yeah. That was unexpected. I was going to invite him. So he said don't kill animals. He didn't say that he would vote no if it were to come to a vote. I expect him to vote no. We'll hold him accountable. Okay, he's on camera. Who else? Oh, Stacey Jimenez. Stacey Jimenez.
Started the whole conversation.
So yeah, she's very anti-geese. She wants them dead. She said on her boo.
She started the whole idea.
Yeah.
The whole talk.
But we're not here to villainize people, even though I want to. So Stacey Jimenez, a couple weeks ago on her Facebook said that I trust the experts to handle the situation appropriately. We need to take care of the water quality, and we need to take care of the geese population. And this is on her Facebook. So Stacey Jimenez is very openly anti-geese. She'll start her statement with, yeah, we haven't decided, and animals are important. I have a dog.
Does that dog poop?
Stacey Jimenez tried to block the first protest from happening. She showed up right over there as we were gathering, and just spewed
But other three,
misinformation. What's that?
other three, do you know what their position is?
Of those three, so not sure we don't know, but he was here saying don't kill animals. Stacey Jimenez says kill animals.
Other three?
And that's it.
No, there are 5 running.
There's 5.
Yeah.
There's 5. I
So you are
checked.
telling that don't vote for somebody because they are anti-gays?
Well, I'm not telling anybody to vote
All
yes
5 of them.
or no, but I'm telling people that put good people in government because they make things happen.
So do you know whether the 3 are good people?
I don't know about the other 3. I looked at the website yesterday. There's only Evan Adams. What is your? I don't want to put you on the spot. Can I put you on the spot?
I'm here to listen.
Okay. Evan Adams is running for city council. He may or may not be here. Does he want to speak?
I'm here.
Okay. Are you willing to put on public record your stance on whether or not you would vote in favor or not to proceed with the depredation plan?
Right now, I think there's a lot more work to be done in town, and we haven't seen an increase in fecal material with the supposed increase in geese population. And I want to see a more scientific study, along with. I think your examples are important to do. Storm drain runoff, extremely important. I think that's a great example. I've talked with street cleaners. They can't clean the streets because cars are parked on the streets. It's a serious problem. So
That's a politician right here.
Carefully. And honestly, I don't think anything's going to happen this year, and I think this will be punted well past any election.
Thank you. I appreciate
All right, well,
that.
we're just going to have to see where he
So
stands
he's right.
on this.
There's
as
a lot
time
that
passes.
can be done. There's a lot that should be done, and there's a lot that may be done. This year, with these, maybe they're good. So in the meantime, let's handle some of these things. Clean up the streets, clean up the water. There is a water quality program. They mentioned the last city council meeting. They plan to, do more things for the water. Thank you.
Thank
for
you
that.
guys for joining. We're listening to some people in this that are running for Foster City
Who else is
Council.
running for city council? Sir, your name.
We're trying
Art
to.
Kissel. Art Kissel is running for the city council.
Okay. And
No.
do you want to have a statement? No? Okay.
No statements.
I'll repeat
No
the question to
statements.
you. What is
Be brave. Be brave. You pick up 1,000 voters right now.
Show her Stacey's treasure. I'm just think that it is just fair to know all 5 people's opinion on the geese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
No,
great.
You're totally right. I apologize, and I should know. You. What is your stance if there was a vote?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay.
I'm
Wow.
just going by. I believe that city council, they are the expert. They know more, so they have made the decision. So I just don't know anything. I can't say.
So we want
Thank
to
you,
rely on
Diana,
city
for sharing
council
this.
To decide, because there is a lot to be done.
Yeah, that's why we vote them for.
Mhm. And about the water testing, we need more water tests, right? Check.
We do need a survey of the entire lagoon system, not just the 3 beaches.
Mhm.
We need to know what the water quality is coming in from Seal Slough and what it is going out, along with all the beaches are that way, along with all that water.
Yeah.
We should have a heat map of tests. It's not that expensive. San Mateo does it every week.
You're right. It's not that expensive. In fact, I paid for it. Ha ha ha. So guess what, everybody? I've had private people doing water testing, and I have someone from UCLA involved. A professor, a science biology professor at UCLA, Thomas Gillespie, is now involved. We are doing water testing because Foster City won't. So I'll do it because that's how much I care. And that's how much I'm going to stop this government from even think about touching my friends, the geese.
Thank you, everybody, for being here.
It's weird that just a nursing student has to pay private companies to come out and pick up water out of this lagoon and test it when the city should be doing that. It's weird how long it's taken the city council to listen to the thousands of people telling them not to do this. And Mr. Gahani, you say that the majority of people who are against depredation do not live in Foster City, but that's funny because I printed all the public comments for every city council meeting, and it is an overwhelming majority of Foster City locals, because I'll weed out anyone that's not a local because they put their address. Foster is an overwhelming majority of Foster City locals that are against depredation.
Yeah.
Foster City does not want dead animals. This is clear. It's been verbalized, it's been written, it's been protested for. It's clear. Foster City does not want to kill animals. Any other questions, concerns, comments? I'm sorry I didn't know your name. One more time, sir. No, not recognize. I know your name.
My name?
Yes.
Shankar King.
Shem.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Eric. All right. Oh, I'm falling. All right. Thanks you all so much again for coming. I want to say I won't be back, but for now I'll say I'll be back and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for being here. Love y'all.
Okay, so that is the end of the protest for now, and we shall see how things progress forward. So we did have some wonderful speakers here. Two members of the council spoke today in favor of not killing the geese. So we're very hopeful that we can save their lives. This is over 100 geese that the Foster City Council is planning to spend about $1,000 per goose to kill them, when there are other geese that live here. And there are geese at all the parks. I mean, there are other birds here. It's a beautiful, you can see how beautiful it is here. It's an amazing place. There are people, you know, all over enjoying the geese just they were here before people were here. They were on this land before we came in. We built things here, and friendly officer keeping check on everybody. So we got here and built all of this and encroached upon their land where they were first, and then now we're deeming them too filthy to be here, even though they exist all over in many parks and with no problems. So if the population gets out of control, then different parks have used non-lethal methods, tried and tested non-lethal methods to take care of things. So jumping to having to kill them is just not okay. It's not appropriate on any level, and a lot of people are here speaking up against it. If you want to do something to help, please contact the Foster City Council and let them know that you don't approve of this and you want them to let the geese live. And you can go to Let the Geese Live Facebook page and follow them for more on this story. And we're going to keep coming out. As long as they threaten to continue to kill these geese, we're going to come out and speak up against it. Thank you all for being part of this, and we'll keep you posted. Take care.